And I'll be honest with you, my favorite minutes of the game are minutes when him and Rob Williams share the floor together, because anything is possible with those two. And the Rob Williams experience this year has been like an incredible roller coaster in terms
It is
of
a lot. It
mistakes.
is a roller
And
coaster.
it is because he does so many good things, and then like he'll do one really outrageously dumb thing a game, and you're like, oh man.
The outlet
Yeah.
pass today was all time. It was great.
Steve Stevens' reaction on the sideline.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
He's just like this for like 12 seconds straight. And he's like,
Yep.
what are you doing? What?
I think it was Sam Packard who noted it. He just hates touching the ball in the backcourt. It doesn't matter if it's it doesn't matter if it's under the opponent's hoop. Doesn't matter if it's just over half court. He doesn't want the ball. He wants to get rid of it as fast as possible, even if that means launching it towards half court to the other team.
I kind of agree with him when he makes plays like that. He shouldn't be touching the ball in the backcourt. Just shovel it behind you or something. I don't know.
Just get rid of it.
But it's just surprising because he has, the other plays he's had where he's like the mid-air tip pass to like Jalen or Jason in the corner. Yeah. That was ridiculous. The bounce pass to Jalen on the baseline. I was like, what? This is Rob's got my head spinning because in one perspective, he does something that nobody else in the Celtics roster can really do at that size. I mean, he really does a lot of, but his mistakes often are they seem very childish in terms of what he's also doing on the floor. So I don't know if you're with me on this. I do think Rob has earned some more minutes with this rotation because, in my opinion, those little brain fart things that he does are only going to go away if he has more playing time. And for the most part, Rob hasn't done too many negative things to show that he doesn't deserve more playing time this season so far.
I mean, it is difficult because I'm with you. He's made a lot of really, really solid improvements, but then you get those lapses where you kind of just left with your hands in the air, like what the hell is he doing? But to focus on the positive first, I mean, his passing has dramatically improved. And I think that could be so game changing for the Celtics, especially with him coming off the bench, because he's going to provide energy. He's going to be that guy to kind of give you a nice little burst off the bench. But if he can act as that fulcrum in the middle of the Celtics defense, and I'm not asking him to pass like Jokic, but I'm just saying he's clearly found an awareness on the offensive side of the ball and created, or what do I want to say, developed a nice, I don't even know how to say it. His court vision has dramatically improved. And I think that pays major dividends for the Celtics offense if he can do little things like that little touch pass to the corner and just see the floor much better, act as that fulcrum. That's huge. Defensively, he still has a long way to go. He still looks like that raw athletic big who doesn't always really know where he's going, but he knows how to block shots, and he has gotten better at keeping his 2 feet on the floor and not biting at every pump fake. That's a major improvement, but there are ways to go on the defensive end. But I do think his well-rounded or rounding out of his offensive game, which is not rounded out yet, but it's moving in that direction. I think that certainly has earned him some more minutes. Definitely.
The other night against Memphis, I honestly had to make sure that the stats checked out because I couldn't believe any of what I was seeing, but the numbers were real. In 9 minutes and 15 seconds in the first half against Memphis, Rob was plus 24, which is just an absolutely outrageous stat. And again, he's going to make a lot of mistakes, and it's part of his development. But his minutes are the most fun minutes on the floor, and when him and Pritchard on the floor at the same time, like magic happens. It's awesome. It's unbelievable.